very good afternoon to everyone who has joined today on the occasion of celebration of 3 years of the launch of the Umang platform. As we all know, the Umang platform was launched on 23rd of November 2017 by Honorable Prime Minister. Today we have on this ceremony, we have amongst us the leading light and the guidance under whose guidance we have been implementing all IT and e-governance projects in Ministry of Electronics and IT. We have Shri Ravi Shankar Prasad, Honorable Minister for Electronics and IT, who has been supporting us in Umang app as well as all all products that we are implementing, all the schemes that we are implementing for pushing forward the agenda of digital India. So we welcome you, sir, here, and we have been guided by your blessings in the last 3 years with regard to how the path the Umang will take, and we will be showcasing what the Umang app has been able to achieve in the last 3 years today. We are also joined by our Secretary Electronics and IT, Shri Ajay Sani, sir, who has been a pillar of support in all our initiatives and have guided us in order to ensure that the solutions we design are suited for the common man, and they are designed in such a way that they are interoperable and they can interlink with various government departments in order to bring them on one common platform. We are also joined today by Secretary CPV, Ministry of External Affairs, Sri Sanjay Bhattacharya, who has been, and Ministry of External Affairs has been supporting us in various initiatives. And today we are launching the international version of Umang app. So we are honored and privileged to have Sanjay Bhattacharya, Secretary CPV, amongst us today. We also have the Secretary Coordination from Cabinet Secretariat, Shri VP Joy, sir, who has been an ardent supporter and supporter of the Umang app right from the days when Umang was launched and EPFO became one of the most popular services under the Umang app. Sir has been guiding us in order to bring all the direct benefit transfer schemes under the Umang platform. And I'm happy to announce that out of the 125 schemes that we have targeted, almost 75 of them have already been onboarded on a DBT platform. And under his guidance and his inspiration, we are trying to ensure that citizens are able to access all DBT schemes from all departments on one mobile app, that is the Umang app. The Umang app has seen, it was launched in 2017, as I mentioned, when Honorable Prime Minister had launched with around 163 services in 2017. Over a period of time, we kept on adding more services, and I'm happy to announce that during the post-pandemic phase, we saw an exponential growth in addition of e-services on the Umang platform. From 643 services on 31st of March 2020, today we have 2039 services on the Umang platform, which includes services from the central government, services from the state governments, and services from the utility bill payments and for which citizens access. Some services are very popular and some services are becoming popular days to come. Umang is today available in 13 languages, Indian languages, and we are working in order to ensure that all 22 official languages are included on the Umang platform. We have also been working with various departments, and the services which Umang offers includes onboarding the online services if a department has onto the Umang platform. And what we have also done is that certain departments which did not have a mobile app, for them also the Umang team and the technical team of Umang has gone ahead, sat with the department and built a mobile app for Umang. The Umang also does, like some departments had apps, but they were only on Android platform. But they have been brought on to the iOS platform also by Umang. And Umang has also been the pioneer in launching services on not only Android and iOS platforms, but also the KaiOS platform, which is used by the low-cost Jio phones. And I'm happy to mention that more than 1 crore downloads of Umang are on the Jio phones. This year, we also took a major initiative by enabling assisted access on the of Umang services. And this allowed us to have a partnership for offering Umang services at the common service centers. And we are able to offer all the Umang services at all the 3.75 lakh common service centers across the country. And this has resulted in true digital inclusion, because those people who do not have a smartphone are also able to go ahead and access the services on the at the CSCs, the services which are available on the Umang platform. So we are privileged today to be partnering with multiple government departments. And apart from the speakers about whom I mentioned in the beginning, we also have distinguished partners from other ministries and departments who have been supporting us in enabling online services on the Umang platform. We have Srimati Shubhra Singh. She is on the National Pharma NPPA, National Pharma Pricing Authority, under whom the services of Pharma Sahi Dam and Jan Aushadhi Kendra are available on the Umang platform. We have Sanjay Agarwal, Joint Secretary from Ministry of Agriculture, under whom the PM Kisan and other agri services have been enabled on the Umang platform. We have Dr. Antariksh Johri from CBSE, and CBSE services are very popular services on the Umang platform. We have Idhu Bhushan sir from National Health Authority and Ayushman Bharat. The Ayushman Bharat services are also on Umang platform. We have Mr. Shashi Shekhar from Prasar Bharati, and Doordarshan services are also very popular on Umang. We have Ms. Anuradha Prasad from Ministry of Culture, and culture services are also accessed by many people across the country, because what it does is that it exposes people to cultural services there. We could not have people on EPFO. EPFO is a very popular service on Umang, and we get more than 2 crore monthly transactions on the EPFO service of the Umang platform. We also have Mr. Sunil Barthwal sir has joined, so we welcome here for the EPFO services. And the Jeevan Praman service, which is also available on the Umang platform, is again one of the most used services. And pensioners from across the country, they keep on writing mails to us, thanking us for enabling on the Jeevan Praman services through NIC on the Umang platform. And DG NIC ma'am is also here. NIC has been a big pillar of support, and a lot of NIC services like the Service Plus have also been enabled on the Umang platform. Dr. Behra is here from NCERT, and NCERT services, especially the e-Pathshala, was again a popular service during the pandemic, wherein a lot of students and kids accessed the NCERT textbooks on mobile devices through the Umang platform. So we have dignitaries who have joined us on this webinar. We have more than almost 400 people who have joined us in this conference, online conference today. So without wasting time, I would request, I would once again welcome everyone for this 3-year celebration of the Umang platform, and would now request our team to play a short video which would have some of the which should show some snippets from our partners, stakeholders, as also the users of the Umang services. So can we have the video, please?
Umang mobile app, which will provide over 100 citizen-centric services. At the back end, these services will be catered for by many different departments of the union and the state governments. This integrated approach will add an automatic layer of peer performance pressure in the working of these departments.
We have recently come with the Umang app, which houses nearly 165 government services. Hardly a few weeks ago, it has been launched by the Prime Minister. And the kind of downloads going the people are using, I'm told nearly 3 million people have already started using it. Again, confirming what I said, digital aspiration, digital appetite, and resultant digital customer.
क्या आप जानते हैं कि स्वास्थ्य मंत्रालय भारत सरकार द्वारा अधिसूचित सभी लाइफ सेविंग एसेंशियल मेडिसिन के दाम NPPA द्वारा नियंत्रित किए जाते हैं। दवाइयों के सही दाम जानने के लिए आप हमारे मोबाइल ऐप फार्मा सही दाम का उपयोग कर सकते हैं। इस ऐप पर जेनेरिक दवा व उसकी सभी ब्रांड्स की MRP सहज सुलभ है। उमंग ऐप ऐसी सभी जन उपयोगी सर्विसेज को एक ही पोर्टल पर उपलब्ध कराने का बेहतरीन प्रयास है। उमंग ऐप पर NPPA की सुविधाओं का लाभ उठाएं।
ई-रसकोष का मेन बेनिफिट यह है कि यह उमंग में भी उपलब्ध है। उमंग ऐप की मदद से हम ब्लड बैंक से रक्त समूह के विशिष्ट रक्त को आसानी से पा सकते हैं।
Advent of Umang app, which has integrated all the blood banks on a single platform, the attendants of the patient can search blood of that specific group just by sitting in the hospital, thereby saving the life of the patient as well as the time of the attendance.
मैं एक सरकारी सेवानिवृत्त पेंशनर हूँ। हर साल मैं बैंक में जा कर के अपना जीवन प्रमाण देता था। इस वर्ष मुझे पता लगा उमंग ऐप के बारे में और उसके सहारे मैंने अपना जीवन प्रमाण निकाला और विश्वास नहीं कीजिएगा, 2 या 3 दिन के अंदर बैंक में भी वो जाकर के सीड हो गया। इतना बढ़िया ऐप है उमंग। मैं तो सबको कहूँगा कि उमंग में जाकर के एक बार देखें। ऐप ऑफ ऐप्स है।
During this pandemic, Umang mobile app has become a handy tool for timely dissemination of weather information and for providing early warning against the severe weather like cyclones Amphan in May and Nisarg in June. It also provided the help to communicate the early warning against the monsoonal heavy rain and the thunderstorms to minimize the loss of lives and property.
दिन भर बिजी शेड्यूल होता है, टाइम नहीं मिल पाता है, जिसके बाद मुझे किसी दोस्त ने उमंग ऐप के बारे में बताया, तो फिर पता चला कि उस ऐप से मैं अपना सारा काम घर बैठे ही कर सकती हूँ। जैसे मेरे घर पे गैस खत्म है, मैं बस एक रिक्वेस्ट डालती हूँ, वो लोग रिफिलिंग का काम करवा देते हैं। तो ये बहुत ही अच्छा ऐप है उन लोगों के लिए जो बिजी होते हैं, उनका घर बैठे ऑफिस में बैठे काम हो जाता है, तो काफी अच्छा ऐप है ये।
ਉਮੰਗ ਐਪ ਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ ਉਪਰਾਲਾ ਡੀਜੀ ਲੋਕਰ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਇਸ਼ੂ ਡਾਕੂਮੈਂਟਸ ਤੇ ਅਪਲੋਡਡ ਡਾਕੂਮੈਂਟ ਵੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਇਸ਼ੂ ਡਾਕੂਮੈਂਟ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਦੁਆਰਾ ਇਸ਼ੂ ਨੇ, ਜਿਵੇਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਆਧਾਰ ਕਾਰਡ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਲਾਇਸੈਂਸ, ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਆਰਸੀ, ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਡਾਕੂਮੈਂਟ ਅਪਲੋਡ ਵੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਸੋ ਡਿਜੀਟਲੀ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਫੋਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਡਾਕੂਮੈਂਟ ਪੇ ਹੋਏ। ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਉਮੰਗ ਐਪ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਕਰਦਾ।
Hello everyone. We are living in a digital age. This is especially true in these testing times when most of what we do is being enabled by mobile technologies and digital world. One such wonderful app is Umang, which is Government of India's mobile app, which provides a single platform to everyone to access pan-India e-governance services related to utility, transportation, housing, revenue, and all other information on government schemes. Using this app, you can also check your eligibility for Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, find empaneled hospitals, among many other benefits. So download this Umang app today and make your life a lot simpler and stress-free.
करीब 1 साल से मैं उमंग ऐप यूज कर रहा हूँ एंड ट्रस्ट मी, आई एम वेरी वेरी इम्प्रेस्ड। सबसे पहले मैंने पैन कार्ड डेटा अपडेशन करने के लिए डाला, वो भी करीब 30-40 दिनों में आ गया। देयर वाज अ ग्लिच इन बिटवीन इन एप्लीकेशन व्हिच वाज रिजॉल्व्ड बाय द एक्सपर्ट कस्टमर केयर सर्विस बाय उमंग ऐप।
2 months back, I shifted to my new house in Navi Mumbai and I wanted to change the address in my PAN card. One of my friends recommended me using Umang app for the PAN card services and I downloaded the same from the Play Store. I raised my request for the correction through Umang app and I was amazed to see the response. Within 2 weeks, my details were updated.
Ensuring that all citizen-friendly services are made available on a common mobile interface is an important objective of DBT, and Umang platform is pivotal in this endeavor. To provide ease of access, services are catalogued into different categories such as students, farmers, women, children, pensioners, youth, etc. With the spread of COVID, social distancing has become the key to safety and survival. In this context, adoption of Umang app becomes a greater imperative as it has put into practice the fundamentals of good public service, namely all documents at one place, all services at one place, all engagements at one place, and all transactions at one place. For DBT, Umang has been yet another milestone towards taking the government's welfare scheme to the remotest parts of the country.
मैंने डाउनलोड किया उमंग ऐप को और उसमें वाकई में देखा कि इसमें EPFO का इसमें सुविधा है और मैंने उसका उपयोग किया, जिससे आसानी से पासबुक वगैरह UN नंबर डाउनलोड हो गया और परेशानी मेरी दूर हो गई।
मैं एक कंपनी में ऑफिस बॉय हूँ। मेरी सैलरी का कुछ पैसा ESI कंट्रीब्यूशन के लिए कट जाता है। मुझे अपने ESIC कंट्रीब्यूशन के बारे में जानकारी चाहिए थी। इस स्कीम के अंतर्गत आने वाले मेडिकल बेनिफिट्स, हॉस्पिटल तथा अन्य बेनिफिट्स के बारे में जानकारी चाहिए थी। सो मेरे दोस्त ने मुझे ये उमंग ऐप पर ESIC सर्विस के बारे में बताया। मैं उमंग ऐप पर ESIC सर्विस यूज करके अपने सभी फैमिली मेंबर्स चेक किया तथा अपने टोटल कंट्रीब्यूशन की जानकारी ली। इस सर्विस के बारे में मैं अपने सभी दोस्तों को भी बताया।
Government of India has created a wonderful app called Umang. All AICTE approved institutions information of the last 7 years is available on this mobile app Umang. Please download Umang and make use of that. As far as students of Jammu and Kashmir are concerned, Government of India started a scheme called Prime Minister's Special Scholarship Scheme for the last 7 years, and all those students who are taking admission in under PMSSS shall also be in a position to view the status of their scholarship admission on Umang. So download Umang and make use of this opportunity of Digital India.
उमंग ऐप और बहुत ही अच्छी ऐप है जिसकी वजह से घर बैठे हमारा सारा ऑनलाइन का काम है वो बहुत ही आसान होता है। कुछ दिनों ही पहले मैंने अपनी स्कॉलरशिप्स के लिए किसी अदर पर्सन के पास अप्लाई किया, बट जब से मैंने उमंग ऐप अपने फ़ोन में डाउनलोड की तब से घर बैठे मेरा उमंग ऐप के ज़रिए बहुत ही काम आसान होता है ऑनलाइन।
उमंग ऐप पे काफ़ी एक्टिव स्टूडेंट स्कीम्स भी हैं, खास करके जम्मू एंड कश्मीर के स्टूडेंट्स के लिए। वो लोग प्राइम मिनिस्टर स्पेशल स्कॉलरशिप स्कीम जो है उसको यूटिलाइज कर सकते हैं।
मैं रांची झारखंड से हूँ। मैं प्रजा केंद्र पे आवासीय प्रमाण पत्र बनाने के लिए गया हुआ था। वहाँ मैंने देखा कि बहुत लंबी भीड़ है, तो वहीं पे मुझे एक आदमी से पता चला कि उमंग से भी अप्लाई किया जाता है और मैंने उमंग से अप्लाई कर लिया और मेरा आवासीय प्रमाण पत्र बहुत जल्दी बन गया। इसके लिए मैं उमंग को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ।
Nowadays we all are using different mobile apps, and Umang app of Government of India is very popular, and in this Umang app you will find one e-Pathshala. In e-Pathshala we have around 4,000 e-contents, 600 textbooks and other resources.
I study in first class. I read my books through Umang application.
The class 10th board results were about to be declared by the CBSE. I came to know that the results will also be available on the Umang app, and when I browsed about it, I came to know about the pre-registration form facility which was provided to the students to check their results on the app to avoid the last minute rush. I gave all my details, and when the CBSE declared the results, within some time I got an SMS in my mobile number with my results, and I was very happy to see my results delivered to me.
गवर्नमेंट ऑफ गुजरात की ये एक ऑनलाइन एप्लीकेशन है ओजस, जिसमें मैं अलग अलग टाइम टू टाइम जो भी एप्लीकेशन रिक्वायरमेंट के आती है उसमें मैं फॉर्म फिलअप करता रहता हूँ। लेकिन हर बार ऐसा नहीं होता कि मेरे पास कंप्यूटर हो और मैं जान सकूँ कि क्या है क्या नहीं है, कौन सी अपडेट आई है, कोई नई रिक्रूटमेंट आई है कि नहीं आई है। तो इसके लिए मेरे दोस्त ने मुझे उमंग ऐप का सजेशन दिया। तो वो बहुत ही अच्छी ऐप है जो आप कहीं पे भी मतलब ट्रैवलिंग में हो या फिर कहीं पे भी हो तो आप इस ऐप के ज़रिए ओजस को एक्सेस करके उसके अंदर आप करंट एडवर्टाइजमेंट जो है जिसके कॉल लेटर डाउनलोड करने के लिए अवेलेबल है वो सब देख सकते हैं।
Recently, the Staff Selection Commission has launched a lot of its services on the Umang platform with the help of the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, which include things like latest news, notices of examination, results, etc. It has been a blessing in the prevailing COVID pandemic for the candidates that all these services are now available on mobile phones, which does not force them to go to cyber cafes to download their requisite documents. The Commission is committed to enhancing further services on this platform in collaboration with MeitY to make life more easy for the candidates.
now I would invite Shri Sanjay Bhattacharya, Secretary CPV from Ministry of External Affairs, to say a few words.
Honorable Minister Shri Ravi Prasad ji, Secretary METI, Secretary Coordination, and dear friends. On behalf of the Ministry of External Affairs, I have great pleasure in congratulating the team at Umang, which has done a marvelous job of creating an app of apps. Today, as we celebrate the 3rd anniversary of Umang, which was launched in Dubai by the Honorable Prime Minister, we're also delighted to learn that we are now launching the international version of Umang. This will be of great help to the non-resident Indians and people of Indian origin across the world. We in the Ministry of External Affairs place very high importance to e-governance, to being citizen-centric, so that we are available 24/7, anytime, any place. And some of the initiatives that have been taken by the Ministry of External Affairs also reflect this. Madad was one of the earlier apps that was brought out by the Ministry of External Affairs. Madad, as it suggests, is actually a grievance redressal mechanism. We receive numerous cases. It has a normal escalation system built into it, and we respond to the queries that come out from the people across the world. The second app that we created, which also has great applications, was the Passport Seva program. The Passport Seva program, as you know, has transformed citizen-centric services to the people and transformed the experience of how one gets a passport. Today, with this Passport Seva app, the M-Passport app, we now are able to access people across the world, anywhere, anytime, and this has been a huge benefit to the people across. The third app that has actually been extremely useful is the eMigrate app. As you know, we have a very large number of people who go abroad for employment purposes. And for these, we had developed the eMigrate app, particularly for the vulnerable sections of the employment community or workers who go overseas. So these 3 apps, which are all part of the Umang, we have a very high rate of hits on these apps, and we are very, very pleased with the manner in which they have responded. Enthused by the exciting response that we've had on these 3 Umang apps, we have developed a few new portals, which we will also be transforming into apps. And I wanted to share these with you today. The first is the Seva portal, which is for consular services across the world. It is a unified platform, and as soon as it is commissioned, we will also be launching this into an app and coming to Umang for that purpose. The second one, which is very, very important, given the very large numbers of Indian diaspora that we have across the world, is the Rishta portal. The Rishta portal will also be converted into an app, which we will launch on Umang, which will enable people across the world to be connected with their home country, to learn about the developments that are taking place in the field of economy and society and culture, and be familiar with the opportunities that are there to become part of Atmanirbhar Bharat, for instance. And through this app, we will maintain a direct contact with the NRIs and PIOs in the world across, and we have about 31 million such people. The third site that we are talking of is the Students Global Portal, which is also currently under development. This will help all the Indian students who are studying overseas to be on a unified platform. The objective, of course, is that soon after this is launched as a portal, we would confirm, also transform this into an app, which would also be an Umang. So finally, once again, congratulations to Umang for being such a successful portal, having grown from about 160 apps in the beginning to over 2,000 today. We are very proud as part of the Ministry of External Affairs to be part of the Umang system and the Umang hierarchy. So we are very, very grateful that today we are launching the international services, and we wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your kind words. And we also welcome Shri K. Shivaji, Secretary DRPG, and Ms. Leena Nandan, Secretary Consumer Affairs, who have joined just now. And next we go to Secretary Coordination, Shri VP Joy, for his words with regard to the partnership that we have had so far.
Thank you, Abhishek. Honorable Minister for Electronics and IT, Shri Ravishankar Prasad ji, and my colleagues, Shri Ajay Prakash Shoni, Secretary IT, Shri Sanjay Bhattacharya ji, Shri Abhishek Singh, Mrs. Neeta Verma, and all my other colleagues who have joined this celebration of third anniversary of launch of Umang. I am extremely happy to be present on this occasion when Umang is completing 3 years. Actually, from the beginning, when Umang started its journey, I had an opportunity to associate with Umang as the officer in charge of Employees Provident Fund Organization. And today, 6.5 crores of employees of EPFO are members of Umang and taking advantage of the electronic services being provided by Umang. Definitely, this is a great milestone on the journey of Umang. It is a small step for government, but a big leap for ease of living. And we often talk about taking government services to the doorsteps. But I'm happy to state that Umang has taken government services to the fingertips of the citizens, and that too in large numbers. So at present, in the direct benefit transfer scheme, which is one of the foremost schemes of the Government of India, in the year, it's a very big scheme, a conglomerate of schemes of various ministries. In the financial year 2020-21 itself, 138 crore beneficiaries got amounts transferred to the extent of 2.1 lakh crores through the direct benefit transfer schemes. And now we have started an association with Umang and also with the NIC, whereby these schemes could be onboarded into the Umang platform. And I'm extremely happy to note that with the cooperation of all the colleagues in the ministries and Umang officers in charge of Umang, and also NIC, we have been able to achieve a lot in bringing these schemes to the Umang platform. So our objective is to bring 181 most important schemes to the Umang, and we have already achieved 78 of these schemes on the platform now. And we are expecting that 104 schemes will go live on Umang by December. And the entire 181 schemes we hope to bring in the platform in another 2 or 3 months. And definitely this will be a great leap in the onward journey of Umang in providing citizens the services at fingertips and also improving the ease of living rank of India. And when all these DBT schemes are onboarded, I feel that the service delivery of government would undergo a major change in the sense that government services will be easily available to people all over the country, in the cities, in the rural areas, everywhere. And I wish a wonderful journey for the Umang. 3 years is a very short time. Happy to state that in 3 years, Umang has matured from childhood to maturity. And in the next 3 years, definitely Umang will be the star performer and star platform of government in delivery of services. I wish all the best to everybody who is involved in this program, and also congratulate everyone on this achievement. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for the kind words, and we'll look forward to your continued support. Now we come to our Secretary, Ministry of Electronics and IT, Shri Ajay Sani, sir, and request you to kindly address us with his kind words.
Honorable Minister for Electronics and IT, Law and Justice, Shri Ravishankar Prasad ji, my colleague secretaries, Shri Sanjay Bhattacharya from MEA, Shri K. Shivaji from ARNPG, Shri VP Joy from Coordination, Dr. Leena Nandan, and I think Amit Kareji is also there on the call, and many of the Dr. Indu Bhushan from Ayushman Bharat, DG NIC Abhishek Singh ji, and many other officers, Srimati Shubhra Singh, Shri Shashi Shekhar ji, Vineet Joshi, I think it's such a wonderful thing to see so many extremely senior officers. I can see Sujata Chaturvedi ji and so many officers, and not just officers participating in this program, but the services that many of you are taking to the citizens, coming together in one platform. This 10 years ago, I was in the in the position that Abhishek Singh is occupying today. And at that time, it was a dream for us that there should be one app in which all the services of Government of India, state governments, city governments, statutory bodies, etc., should all come in into one app. And we used to wonder, is it possible at all? And I must compliment the team at NEGD and with Neeraj Kumar ji that has actually made it happen. And the manner in which it is happening, it gives us tremendous confidence that this is just a beginning, and there is still a lot of ground to cover. To have come within 3 years into as many as 2039 39 different services that are available, and as Secretary Coordination and as DGNIC would also be able to indicate, there are a large number of services that are waiting in the wings to be onboarded onto Umang. And not just a single place where you can get all the services. One of the things which Abhishek has said just now, I think is extremely important for all of us. Whenever we create an app or a service from a single department, we might be able to take it to Android. Then we struggle to take it to iOS. And most of the departments stop short of taking it into the KaiOS, KAIOS platform of the geophones, which are also very large in number across the length and breadth of the country. And also, we are able to bring out the service in one language or two languages. And this is one app where, by bringing our services onto this app, we are actually catering to all the different platforms. We are also catering to a growing set of Indian languages. And if a person is hitting the app or coming to the app for any one service, all kinds of other services become available. It's a phenomenal achievement. I would also like to mention that we have about 4 or 5 major initiatives which we are trying to bring together. These initiatives include DigiLocker, through which many of your departments already provide services. DigiLocker in turn is available through Umang. Common service centers, which is a tremendous source of strength for all of us. We have integrated Umang with common service centers. So now all the services that are provided through Umang are available from each of the common service centers across the country. Similarly, the Service Plus platform. So as different central departments, state governments, cities use Service Plus to create new services, all those almost automatically are able to come onto Umang. So we are actually combining the might of many of our platforms. And to add to this, we have the BISAC maps, which will also start providing tremendous services on Umang shortly. So this is what we look forward to. My compliments to the team which has accomplished this in a short period of 3 years, and look forward to another scintillating performance in the years to come. And I would like to acknowledge the special blessings that we get from our Honorable Minister, who has basically indicated to us that the services required by the last man in the queue, the services required by a person to simplify lives, those are the services that must be available. And thank you to all my colleague secretaries and partners for helping us bring this platform alive with all the services that actually you provide We only act as a conduit for that. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your kind words and your and the guidance that we keep getting every day, sir. Now we come to the most important part of the today's event. We will have we'll have our Honorable Minister for Electronics and IT, Law and Justice, Shri Ravi Shankar Prasad ji, dedicating the international version of the Umang app. So the Umang app will be available in countries now, and the various services will be accessible by users in these countries. Thank you. Next, we will have the launch of the e-book on Umang to mark 2,000 plus services on Umang and 3 years of Umang. Request Honorable Minister to launch it. This e-book lists all the services which are available on the Umang, and we have classified into various categories: farmers, students, culture, health, utility services, public grievances, citizen engagement, finance, banking, transport services, services to women and children, youth, youth and employment, police and legal services, Ministry of External Affairs services. There are a lot of general services. So this was a brief ebook. It will be available on our website, and we'll be sharing it on email also to all the stakeholders. Now, based on the transactions that we have been having, because while we have 2,039 services, what we have done is that we have instituted something what we're calling Umang Awards, based on the maximum number of transactions that we have across services. We'll request our Honorable Minister to unveil the awards for the Umang. Based on the number of transactions, Platinum Award goes to EPFO, Gold Award to DigiLocker, Silver Award to ESIC and Bharat Gas Services, and the Bronze Awards goes to HP Gas, Doordarshan, National Consumer Helpline, CBSE, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, Jeevan Praman, and Jan Aushadhi Sangam. We also have the top 3 states based on number of transactions the last 6 months: Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Haryana, based on the number of transactions that we have had. So the intent for doing this is to ensure that more and more services become better, the user interface becomes better, and we have much more citizens benefiting with the Umang services. With this, now we would request our Honorable Minister, Shri Ravi Shankar Prasad ji, Minister for Electronics and IT, Law and Justice, to kindly address us.
Secretary IT Electronics, Mr. Ajay Sani, all other secretaries, Government of India, Abhishek Singh, Neeta of NIC, other friends who are part of this webinar. My greetings to all of you on the 3rd anniversary of Umang. For me, it is a journey of nostalgia myself. Heading and handling this department, I was present when Digital India was launched. And when the Prime Minister outlined his very sterling theme, that Digital India is designed to empower ordinary Indians with the power of technology. When I was working the theme, I added few of my own, Digital India must lead to digital inclusion, must bridge the digital divide. And this must be achieved, most important, by technology which is homegrown and also inclusive. Umang, when it was launched in 2017, I was present again, because this we could concretize when the Prime Minister raised the bar further in a public meeting in Ranchi, where I was present with him, where he looked towards me in a massive crowd and said, I want governance to be available on the palm of every Indian. Governance हिंदुस्तानियों की मुट्ठी में होना चाहिए, हथेली पे होना चाहिए. And thereafter, we started this program. But what has really struck me, that as on March 2020, you had nearly 643 services. And today, in the same year, you have 2,000 plus services. What does it indicate? It indicates the sheer digital appetite of ordinary Indians. And second, a very resounding validation of the Prime Minister call that if we have governance in the palm of every Indian, then people are bound to use it in a very, very robust manner. And for that to happen, it was further important that not only central services, but the state government services, and even the local authority services, utility services, from gas to passport to everything must be available. Therefore, practically, it is the metamorphosis from e-governance to m-governance. And that is what the real shining success of Umang. Some people mention about Jivan Pramanam. Ajay, I can again go nostalgic. We had just joined in the department of the minister in 2014. And I remember some retired elderly people meeting me in a function and complaining to me, Mr. Minister, your government is new. Can you do something about us? We have to go and validate our life every year in the bank to get the pension continued. Having never been involved with something pensionable or the right of pension, it was something a news for me. And I remember telling the department, please find an answer. And today, Jivan Pramanam has become such a great success, which is also there on Umang. I think these are stories which are a very powerful reflection on the inclusive character of India's digital transformation. I have always held the view, officers, you need to know, that Indian digital story has to be a unique story which must be followed by all the democratic governance models. And whenever I go abroad these days, whether in my capacity as the law minister or other minister, Digital India's success and the Digital India's model has become something which the developing countries are keen to emulate. That is the larger success of all these initiatives. But you all need to acknowledge, because you all are senior civil servants, as to how this change is happening by its own acceleration. Aadhaar, homegrown, made in India by Indian enterprise. GSTN, developed in India by Indian enterprise. Ayushman Bharat, the entire delivery of this great healthcare program of the world being digitally managed. Now, this fintech movement in India, which has become such an extraordinary movement with the UPI and others, again, homegrown. and now Umang becoming such a powerful success, again homegrown. Therefore, this great contribution of India's mind, India's experts in technology, developed in India, being delivered in a very successful model, is something which you all need to be very, very proud of. Therefore, on the completion of 3rd years, Abhishek, congratulations to you and to your entire team, that this flawless delivery of service must be properly maintained. In particular, when I see that great government departments have been given awards today, I think after completion of 3 years, few of my suggestions your team must keep in mind. The first and foremost would be that the flawless nature of delivery must be maintained. Any complaint must be properly addressed. I would expect Umang to be a platform which can properly claim we work in a flawless manner. And this is very important because all other India's digital products, again dealing with public and public utility, which I outlined earlier, have done so well. And why I mentioned this COVID period, India's use of digital technology, from IT to mobile phone, to digital infrastructure, to communication infrastructure, to work from home movement. You all officers know very well that we liberalized the entire work from home movement by doing away with all the regulatory requirements. And the Prime Minister gave us instruction, make it permanent. Today, it is not only work from home, but work from anywhere, which you can continue to undertake in a permanent manner. And therefore, this whole transformation which is happening through digital operations by those companies and other services involved is by itself a great story to be told. I'm very happy that today Umang is going global. Just keep one thing in mind, Abhishek. I have noticed, Neeta is here. Indians globally are very keen to connect with India. We launched a SWAS initiative, which was the digital profile of each district. What are the attributes of that district? What are the cultural heritage of that district? What are the tourism potential of that district? So that a man sitting far away in even Latin America can dig up his emotional relationship from the district from which he came. And this has been a success. Today, when it is going global, many NRIs or Indians who are settled abroad still wish to maintain their contact with their roots. The government services available on Umang must play a very, very proactive role. In that connection, I would like you and your team, in coordination with the Ministry of External Affairs, to ensure that NRI people using the new platform, new version of Umang today for them must be properly and effectively maintained. In particular, I would like to commend that this whole cultural portfolio available on Umang, where at a click of a button, a lot of cultural heritage can be known. I remember whenever I go abroad, I meet some of the Indians there. They are very keen that we would like to know more about our culture to be conveyed to our children. And they don't get material. I would really appreciate, Abhishek, if you and your team particularly reinforce this Umang facet in a more robust manner by closer cooperation with the Ministry of Culture and other entities dealing with our heritage. That is going to be a matter of great success. One last suggestion would be, can you use some AI for a voice-based delivery of services? Because today it is linked with the CSC. Very common people in the farthest corner of the country are using it. Many of the secretaries need to know that when we had taken over this department, the number of CSC was hardly 7 to 80,000. Now it is 375,000. A robust movement for digital delivery of services. Since Umang has gone there, it is very important that some kind of mechanism through voice command by application of AI must be explored so that people of India who are not very comfortable also in the digital language are able to command and get their services delivered. With these words, I would like to conclude. My greetings to all of you. You have done a great job, but there should be no full stop. And I'll be the happiest. You have got many international awards, and I know that. But I will be happiest when you get some of the best digital awards recognized globally. Thank you. Greetings once again.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot for your kind words, sir. And we would definitely follow up on your suggestions with regard to the voice-enabled services of Umang. And hopefully very soon we'll be able to do that, sir. So once again, I thank you. And I would now request my director who heads the team for the Umang app, Shri Neeraj Kumar, to convey the official formal vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Minister of Electronics and IT, Communications and Law and Justice, Secretary Coordination, Cabinet Secretariat, Secretary, Ministry of Electronics and IT, and senior officers of different ministries and departments, which are partners of Umang, President and CEO NEGD, representatives of media, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of National E-Governance Division, Ministry of Electronics and IT, I express my deep gratitude to the Honorable Minister for his kind presence and very inspiring inaugural address. It has been our fortune, sir, to have you as a distinguished person of an extremely busy schedule in most of our endeavors to improve digital governance in India. So as you suggested, sir, governance to be available on the palm of India and to take culture in different countries and to operate Umang as if in flawless manner. And about AI bot, we all present here, sir, we take note of your vision expressed today and we will act accordingly. I thank Honorable Minister for being amidst us at a very crucial juncture in the Umang's history. I am also thankful to Secretary Coordination, Cabinet Secretariat, who guided us to improve the look and feel of the app, and his guidance to other departments acted as a catalyst to bring different DBT schemes and other services on Umang, even during the pandemic times. I am thankful to Secretary Mighty, who continuously guided us and prodded us at various junctions to increase number of services and increase downloads and even suggested services to increase number of transactions on Umang. I am thankful to Secretary CPV, Secretary DARPG, DGNIC, CEO NHA, Chairman NPPA, and senior officers of about 20 key partner departments of Umang, which are present today. On behalf of Ministry of Electronics and IT, I would like to express deep appreciation for the overwhelming response from the central departments and state governments of Haryana and MP in attending the conference today. The administrative efficiency of departments for public service delivery post submission of online application matters most, and this in turn makes departments of center, states and union territories crucial in digital governance. Therefore, we greatly value your presence here as crucial Umang partners and look up to you with great expectations. In organizing the virtual conference, we acknowledge the stewardship of the President and CEO of NEGD and MyGov. I also thank him for the excellent speech he delivered today. I am thankful to the senior officials of the department and users of Umang who recorded and sent us the excellent videos. This we hope will help to further disseminate information about Umang and enthuse many more to download Umang and use the available government services. I am also thankful to the media representatives and viewers who are attending the conference in large numbers. The officials of NEGD, MyGov, Mighty and Umang partner organizations deserve to be complimented for a smooth operation of Umang and the systematic execution of the event. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thank you, everyone.